Okay, welcome guys to the next Blender tutorial. So today we're going to be making a soap dish. So with a soap dish, very easy. We're going to go ahead, just take this default cube right here, just elongate it a little bit, squish it in. What I'm going to do is go to edit mode, take this top face right here, and what we're essentially going to do is we're going to go E for extrude, scale it in, E for extrude, scale it in, E for extrude, leave it where it is, scale it in, and then we'll go E for extrude, bring it down, scale it in, and then E for extrude, bring it down into this nice little kind of dish look, and we'll do another E for extrude, and then we'll just scale this part in just as such, so it should look like this. And then we'll go E for extrude again, bring it up, so you've got this nice little ridge in the middle, E for extrude, leave it where it is, scale it in, and then E for extrude and drop it again. So the base with this as well, we're going to go with G, just bring this down just a little bit, and we can go E for extrude, and we can just make some little patterns here, just at the base, E for extrude again, scale this outwards, and then E for extrude at the bottom, and scale it, just as such. So this will be the soap holder that we have. Let's shade this smooth as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some little ridges. So we can go with cylinder, rotate this by 90, scale this outwards, scale it back down again. So you've got these nice little ridges going on. We're going to go shade smooth again. Press G, bring them down. And then I'm going to put one on this side. Oops, I'm just going to go wireframe a moment. One on this side. We'll put one on this side. And then one here. And one in the middle as well. So we've got that nice little hold for the soap that's going into the middle. So, just leaving these out just as such. We've got this nice little soap holder now. So what I'm going to do is press G, bring this up, and I'm going to go add plane, and I'm just going to pull this outwards. Now, if you've not done already, render engine to cycles. Looks like a little bit more detailed now. So this is our nice little soap holder. I'm going to take these in the middle, these little ridges, and I'm going to make them black. Just take this one right here, black. This one right here, black again. And then this one right here, I'm just going to go ahead and move it up just ever so slightly, make it black. And then for the soap holder itself, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the shading tab. So the shading tab right here, I'm going to go ahead and add Veroni, I think. Just to give it a nice little pattern. So just scale that outwards, ever so slightly. And then I'm going to go with add and colour ramp. And then I'm going to change these colours to whatever I'd like to change them to. So maybe we'll go with the blue. Kind of like a blue opaque kind of colour maybe. Go with red if you wanted to, or you could go blue and green. Yeah, to be honest with you, I quite like that white that's coming into there. And what I could also do as well is I could have a little bit of roughness. So if we go to add and we go noise texture right there, colour to roughness. And what you should start to see after we add the bump is a little bit of diffusion. So if we go with bump, you want to go colour to height. when it loads in. So now we've kind of got this little metallic kind of look. Just increase your distance up at the bottom. And increase your noise as well. Gives it kind of like this nice little bumpy kind of look. So when we render this, we now have this nice little plastic bumpy soap holder that we can use. So yeah, to make the soap, really, if you really wanted to make soap off this, we could just go with add. We could go with cube actually. Just kind of elongate that a little bit. Let's make it a bit smaller. And I'm just going to go ahead and go to the edit mode. We'll subdivide a couple of times. And then we can go to the modifier over here. And we can go smooth. You can just kind of smooth this in a little bit. So, just about there. Right click shade smooth. So this is our little bar of soap. You could also put some little imperfections on here if you wanted to. For me, I'm just going to leave it the way that it is. So for the soap itself, all you need to do, turn up the metallic a little bit. Make it soapy like. Maybe turn the roughness down if it's wet. And then you could kind of add a little colour to it if you wanted to, like a little red, a little maroon or something like that. I'm going to go ahead and actually sit mine on the side so you can kind of see the soap. Oops, maybe go that way. Yeah. Maybe go like that, just up at the side. So yeah, once we've done all of that, we now have this nice little soap dispenser. And your piece of soap, I guess. Let's see, can we make that? Actually, no, you don't. I want that smooth. It kind of looks nice smooth. Yeah. So that's our little piece for today. If you enjoyed, subscribe, like, whatever you need to do. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.